Matthew chapter number 12, verse number 29. Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house? Yeshua, or Jesus, is further illustrating you just can't take something from someone without first making them subject. He gives the illustration about the strong man. Now, you just can't take anything from a strong man. At first, you have to bind him. And one good illustration of that is the story of David and Goliath, the strong giant, 9 feet tall plus, almost the size of 2 regular men, coat of mail, helmet, armor. Everybody would agree he was a strong man. But he did not know he had met a stronger than himself. The young man David, because he had the living God inside of him, slew Goliath with his sling and then cut his head off with his own sword. If that's not stronger than a strong man. But then our story goes on to say how David took Goliath's armor and put it in his own tent. Now we know David didn't take his sword, but he took the rest of his armor. Now, David would not have been able to take Goliath's armor if Goliath was living and breathing and everything was okay with him. Goliath first had to be bound or subjugated before you could take his armor. And that is what Christ was illustrating. The power of God subjugates the powers of evil and bind them and throw them out. That's how he could heal the sick, cast the devil out, and raise the dead. Because God subjugates and binds the evil one. We bless your name and we thank you for binding the strong man. We give you glory and give you praise and ask you to have your way in all things. In Jesus' name.